This is how you get a 360 view of the entire track. Slow and steady wins the race. They pick up the pace, man. Shit.
Welcome everybody to another episode of Go-Kart Academy and 893 Motorsports. We are super excited to give you a review of Atlanta Motorsports Park, AMP in Atlanta, Georgia, or more specifically, Dawsonville, Georgia. So we're gonna give you guys a full review of all of the turns, as well as what it looks like on track. Let's go, guys.
As you begin your walk in the paddock area of AMP, you'll see that there are personal garages to your right, and you have some great views of turn 3 and turn 4 of the track on your left. As you come around the bend here, you'll be moving towards the AMP main area where you get to sign up and get ready to go-kart. It's a beautiful, beautiful open paddock area with a great pit lane that you can see that extends all the way from turn 3 all the way past turn 4 over to the main building.
Right here, guys, is where you check in to AMP. This is where you check in. You have your driver's meeting. You have you get your balaclava, you get your helmet, as well as you get fixed up with a cart. So this is the entrance right here. This is also where you register. So this is the front entrance, guys. Let's show you where you come down when you enter into the track. Let's go.
If you are renting a go-kart at AMP, then you will begin your journey into the course in the indoor paddock area, and the staff members will help you. As we're going around here, this is where you come around if you have your own kart. Now you'll want to come around this area safely and slowly. We always remind the boys to drive slow in paddock.
All right, guys, so if you're renting carts from AMP, after you have your team meeting, you'll set up right in here. We have the carts set up right here, and when the steward lets you go, you guys are going to head down here to the on-ramp, and when you get onto the on-ramp, this is where you merge into the track. So let's show you the track now, guys. Here we go. All right, so as you enter into the track, you're going to be staying on the right side. If you're renting a kart, you're going to be doing a warm-up lap first. But if you're on regular karts, you want to come down this, you want to stay on the right side to be as safe as possible, merging with traffic. Always be careful of the guys coming down the hill here. They're coming down pretty fast. So you want to make sure that you're seeing who's coming on so that you can merge safely. Let's show you the first turn that you're going to hit. It's going to be turn number 9. All right, guys, now that you've just entered into the track, you've passed turn number 8, which is a small turn, but the first major turn that you're going to be coming into is turn number 9. As you can see here, guys, we have the braking zones, your 3, 2, and 1. And the key here is you want to be as wide as possible. You want to almost touch your wheels, basically touch your wheels to the rumble strips on the right side to cut the apex. Let's show you what the apex looks like. All right, so we're right here at turn 9. When you're coming into turn 9, stay wide. It's okay. Touch your wheels to the rumble strips here. After you've touched your wheels to the rumble strip, you want to cut the apex here. So you'll see the apex right down there. After you come around, turn 9, stay close to the white lines, and you want to come right back around turn 10 and around the S curve here. All right, guys, once you're coming around turn 9, you come around turn 10 here, hugging the apex. After turn 10, you're going to come into the S's. Pretty simple. Don't be afraid to use the entire track and go white line to white line or white line to apex. So we're going to come through here, on up. After you exit through 9, 10, 11, you're going to stay on the left side for the right turn that's coming up. We'll show you that in just a second. All right, so as you're coming through turn 9 and turn 10, 11 and 12, you're gonna come around this side. You're gonna cut through right here to the apex. Now, in a lot of ways, when you're cutting through here, you're gonna drift towards the center a little bit, but you wanna move back over to the left side for the next turn. That's a right-hand turn. So let's show you what that looks like coming up over here. So we're coming up on turn 13. You want to stay wide here. As you move into turn 13, you're going to need to make sure that you have enough carrying speed or corner entry speed to come up this hill. all right? So you wanna cut off this apex here and then go wide again to the left. So we're coming up the hill to turn 14. Turn 14 is kind of like a blind hill, but you're gonna take it at full speed. You got plenty of runoff room after turn 14. You wanna come to the side here as wide as you can and cut the apex right over there. Again, we're gonna show you a little bit of the runoff, plenty of speed. Go hard, go fast. So right here, we're at turn 14, plenty of runoff room. You wanna take it as hard as you can. You're gonna stay wide to left here. It's okay, don't worry. You might drive over the rumble strips or the sausages here. Not a big deal. Again, plenty of runoff room. After you're coming around turn 14, you'll go wide and then you'll cut close to turn 15, this small turn right down there. And after that, we're getting into the final turn into the front straightaway. All right, guys, so we're coming around the last turn here from turn 15, turn 16, and turn 17. And so here's the braking zone. You wanna come wide, white line here, all the way down here to the rumble strips. It's okay, continue to stay wide. You wanna begin braking right around here. And as you get to about the middle of the rumble strips here, you wanna start turning into the apex. When you turn into the apex, you wanna stay as close as you possibly can to the apex, all the way around and down into the final straight past turn 17. Pretty simple, guys. All right, guys, we are at the start finish line, the front straight after coming through turn 17. Behind me, you can see our first turn, turn number 1. On turn number 1, you wanna stay as wide as you can, again, using all of the track. Most people, they're trying to hit that white line right next to the rumble strip before they turn left into the apex. You wanna get a lot of carry speed, don't be afraid. Turn 1, you can keep your pedal fully planted down. It's a lot of fun. You'll have to do some testing with your kart and your abilities, but turn 1, you can take it on all the way, full send. Alrighty, guys, so you have just come over the hill after turn 1, coming straight down here into the braking zone. You want to brake relatively hard, but progressively, and be able to cut the apex as sharp as you can. One of the keys to cutting the apex on turn 2 is you want to have as much corner entry speed as possible, because we're coming up over this hill. If we look over here, you're coming up over this hill. You need a lot of exit speed to get up this hill. Depending on the type of engine you're running, will determine how fast you can go up this hill. After coming up turn 2, we're right here at turn 3. You want to hug this side, hug this apex as you're coming around. If you see the cone down there, that is a cone that we always put up for our boys. And the reason is we want our boys to hit that cone right there. The rumble strip over there to get as wide as possible for corner entry speed into turn 4. Turn 4, there's plenty of runoff. You can take it pretty hard, guys. Guys, we're at the final section of this AMP go-kart track review. We've just passed turn 4. You come straight down here. Pretty simple. Come straight down here, and you want to go straight and hard through the S's. Right back into turn 8 where we began. Guys, you've just come up turn 2 and you've been flagged, checkered flag, which means it's the end of the session. When you're coming up turn 2, you want to hold your right hand up, something like this, to let everyone know behind you that you're going to be driving into pit lane. Pit lane is right here. Go slow and smooth. Don't crash into anything. As you go through pit lane, if you're taking a regular kart, you'll pull out right over there into the paddock. If you're a rental, you'll come straight through pit lane all the way back into AMP kart, into the AMP kart building. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining us in this go-kart track review of Atlanta Motorsports Park up in Dawsonville, Georgia. This is one of our favorite tracks, and we're here 2 or 3 times a week. We want you guys to come out. So if you're in the Southeast, if you're especially in the Georgia area, come out, see us. We got one of the first couple garages behind you right here, and we'd love to see you out on the karting track. Thanks again for joining us in this go-kart review, this go-kart track review of AMP Atlanta Motorsports Park. Smash the like button, subscribe, as well as join gokart.academy. See you guys out on the track.
Atlanta Motorsports Park is one of the best go-kart tracks that you can find in all of the Southeast. I believe it. I've been around and I've experienced lots of different tracks, but nothing quite beats the speed, the elevation change, and the challenges and the technical turns of this type of road course. As we're seeing this particular video right here, we are coming down the back straight with a slight elevation change as we move up towards turn 8, moving into the end of turn 9, which is really the first turn that you hit as you're coming down, as you're coming onto the track. One of the things that we have absolutely loved about this track is not just the challenges and the elevation changes, but I'll tell you, one of the biggest things that we have appreciated the most is the community. This is such a great community of go-kart individuals, go-kart enthusiasts, and families. I think that's one of the things that I appreciate the most about Atlanta Motorsports Park up in Dawsonville, is that the karting community here is small, but very supportive, very helpful. When we first joined AMP, we got plugged in with so many great people that were willing to help us in our journey into karting. What you're looking at right now is turn 9. We're coming around turn 9 here and moving in to turn 10, 11, and 12. And this is one of the fun turns here. When you hit turn 9, you really can plan it, come around the apex, come around these S's here, and really feel lateral G-force. It's a lot of fun. Even if you're riding in a lower, a less powerful engine like an LO206, you can still feel a lot of G's. As you're coming through this turn right here, turn 13, you're gonna come to the middle just a little bit, come back out wide to the left so you can prepare yourself for this right-hand turn apex here. But again, one of the things that we loved about, and we continue to love about Atlanta Motorsports Park, is that community. And you guys can certainly join us and our growing community at gokart.academy. And so that's going to be a great place for the Atlanta Motorsports Park community and the go-kart community worldwide to come and learn more about go-karting and what go-karting is all about. Now we're coming over this ridge right here. This is coming into the final turns. And here we have turn 14, which is a wide sweeping turn to the right. You got plenty of runoff room to the left, as you can see. Take this turn at full speed. You won't regret it. You will enjoy coming around this turn. You'll come off to the left a little bit, come back to the right as you prepare for the final 2 turns, turn 16 and turn 17. Now, turn 16 is this turn coming up here. It's a left-hand turn. And there have been many of people who have smashed into those tires straight ahead, as you can see. Be careful, especially when you're coming out for your first laps. Cold tires, cold track, come around this relatively conservatively. There's a little bit of a dip moving into the left, and that can offset and off-balance the kart just a little bit. You'll want to go shallow here towards the left of the apex and track out. And as you track out, you'll track out wide, almost to this runoff area right here to the right, but hopefully you won't go too far. You'll just hit the rumble strips and you'll stay on your right-hand side. What you see here is the starting grid where you begin the races. All the races here at AMP, we do a rolling start and you get set up. And here is the front. We are coming up on turn 1. On turn 1, you want to make sure that you are full to the right hand right here. These sausages. Stay on the right hand, right that cone, right there, that cone. You want to touch that cone and turn in left through the apex. Plenty of runoff room as well. And this is one of those turns, again, turn 1, that you'll want to have it fully planted, the accelerator fully planted as you take that turn. Now, you want to prepare yourself a little bit and get a little bit of practice, and you'll feel through it and you'll have a great time. This hill right here that we're coming up over, coming into turn 2, is just amazing. If you get a lot of speed, you almost feel like you're jumping a little bit, but you want to come real wide left and cut the apex shallow right here. You got plenty of runoff room, tracking out towards the left. You don't want to go too far over the rumble strips, but if you got a lot of cornering, got a lot of exit speed, that's fine. You'll come back right, come back up here. As you can see to the right, that is the pit lane area. So you want to go off on the right side when you get flagged. This is turn 4, our son's favorite turn, as they're coming around in front of AMP building. This one you can hit hard as well. It's a lot of fun. And as we finish out here, guys, this is the final hill as we come back down to turn 5, 6, 7, and 8. And there you have it. This is AMP. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know your reviews of Atlanta Motorsports Park. And we'll see you guys on the track.